Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gianni's journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gianni's journey, and let's build together.
Habaragani, Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well.
We are about
we
to
can
get
be
started
well.
on this
Right?
journey.
Kuji Chagalia and Ujima.
Yeah.
Collective responsibility.
Oh, man.
So grateful for the
I think I like
opportunity
this
to
voice.
support you in your wellness journey.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested, go to
Yeah.
my website,
What voice that is?
spiritOverFleshLLC.com.
What voice is that?
There's a button that says Let's
Let me
Connect.
know what voice
Fill out the
this
form,
is.
and I'll
Popping
get
off.
it back to you. Again, that's Spirit Over Flesh LLC.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC.
I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing.
Come and join us. Tell me what voice is playing.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy
I'm Carmen,
Kwanzaa.
And my sister Karen and
We
I
here.
own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a
Yep.
full line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look.
Yep.
Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters.
Hurry up.
All items that are in stock will be
We
shipped
about to
to
get
you
started.
48 hours.
About to get started. Yep.
As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@sisters.com.
Welcome to Dear Gianni Journey.
Happy Kwanzaa.
We about to toast these ancestors. About to toast them. So make sure you in the house.
My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable
GNJ.media.
and it seems
GNJ.media.
something a bit more spiritual.
Come on out and join.
What I believe to be my
Join us.
I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open to interpretation. Love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Tell your family and friends. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, or my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent. Educate yourself."
What's going on?
Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally.
You get your button yet?
At
Get
the
your button
Purpose
yet?
Driven Society, we're minding our buttons.
Oh, about to go down.
And hope that you'll help mind ours.
I see you, Auntie Georgia, about to go down on the journey.
Our buttons go for...
let the people know. We're going to have some discussion today.
But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment
Support
of
the
buttons
businesses that support
for
Gianni.
$10, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Grab your glass, family. I'm so excited. Sit up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Family. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, drink, drink it up, drink it up. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Come on. Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. What's up, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's time for us to get busy today. It's time for us to start building. Let me go and make sure we got the right color up. Today is Nia. It's a lazy Nia, too.
Great day.
It's a lazy new Nia. And Gina's down here showing off, so y'all trying to take my spot.
It's only lazy because it's spring break.
Spring break for you. For some of us, we still got to work. I will be opening up the lines later so that we can go and have some conversation, family. I vegged out last night and I watched some movies.
I got to see Godzilla vs. King Kong, and just as I thought, Godzilla whooped that ass. Whooped it. Whooped that ass. But basically, what we had was a wrestling match. It was wrestling. Because you had your bad guy, you had the tag team, you had the damage and all that, and then you had your happy ending type thing. So I got an opportunity to watch it. Also, there was some Star Wars in there because King Kong had a lightsaber. Y'all, most people that were like, yeah, King Kong had a lightsaber. That's basically, yeah, okay.
It wasn't a lightsaber.
It was a lightsaber. King Kong had a lightsaber.
No.
So we had Star Wars. We had old time monster movies, right? Then and King Kong got his ass whooped twice in the movie. Now, one of my friends said that there was a little intermission when he knocked Godzilla out for a second. I must have went to the bathroom because it was that quick. It was that quick. I've been a Godzilla fan since I was young. I learned how to fight watching Godzilla movies. So was it an axe, or are you saying it's an axe or I say? It was a lightsaber. It glowed and it cut like a lightsaber.
Because it had Godzilla's powers in it.
Oh, it had Godzilla's powers in it. Okay.
The thing he shoots
right.
out his mouth?
Right. The light that comes out of God. It was a lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? He said King Kong, it was a lightsaber, man. He had an axe. King Kong had, first off, let's look at some of the problems with the movie, first off, and then we're going to get into some other news, but of course we're going to do the toast first, but let's just go and look at it. You had Transformers, Pacific Rim, old King Kong and Godzilla movies, and Star Wars, all wrapped up into one in that movie. King Kong had a lightsaber, and he came from, obviously, a smart group of other Kongs or monkeys. They built a temple with a throne. He had a throne room. King Kong had a throne room. Now, this is the other question I have for those that haven't seen the movie. Somebody please tell me, how was it so easy for Godzilla to dig a hole all the way to where King Kong and everybody else was at the Hollow Earth? So now, this is the next thing that's going to be popping off in the conscious community. Niggas going to be talking about the Hollow Earth. It's coming. It's been here. But now with the King Kong Godzilla movie, it's going to be Hollow Earth people running around talking about the Hollow Earth. And he got whooped up on with the real King Kong. Please stand up. What? Man, all these King Kong fans, man, y'all going about y'all. Y'all already know that King Kong, if we look at the originals, right? First off, King Kong versus Godzilla, the first movie was trash, first off. Second off, nobody is a true fan that whoever wrote that movie, they weren't a true fan. Godzilla, the original Godzilla was 400 feet tall. King Kong was 50. Somebody explain it. Explain it.
He's a strong 50-year-old.
400 feet versus a 50. That's like me fighting Gina. There is no way that Gina could win. You know what I'm saying? Now, so we go to this next movie. And I called my brother because he be talking junk on Facebook, and that's what he said. He went out and bought a big screen TV just so he could watch King Kong versus Godzilla. And he was Team Kong, and I said, I know you disappointed. You spent all that money to see that monkey get stepped on. Godzilla put his foot on his chest and made him die.
The truth is,
okay,
he was revived.
He got revived. Now say it again. He got what?
Revived.
Okay, so if I'm in a fight and Gina has to revive me, What does that mean for me in that fight? Can anybody out there please explain to my daughter what it means when her dad get knocked out and she has to revive me? Did I win the fight? I'm just wondering, can you be revived and claim victory?
They respected each other.
Okay, they respected each other so much that at the end, after because Mega Godzilla whooped both of them anyway. But after King Kong, got the upper hand on the Mega Godzilla, and Godzilla looked at him, and King Kong was sitting in there looking like Obi-Wan Kenobi, holding on to the lightsaber. What did King Kong do to keep from getting his ass whooped again? What did he do, Gina? You remember? I remember.
He fought.
No, he didn't. He dropped the axe, right? Because the axe didn't belong to him. That was one of God's. Now hold on. That was one of Godzilla's ancestral relics. Drop that shit, and I go into this water, and we don't never have to meet again. Right? Okay. Let's go on back and read some of these comments, because there's obviously some King Kong lovers here. He said, King Kong with a lightsaber, what gives? They tried to mix too many movies. They had Transformers in there, because Mega Godzilla was basically, what is the major character in Transformers? Optimus Prime. That's basically what he was. And he got whooped on with the real King Kong. Please stand up. He got whooped. Oh, okay. Like from Godzilla's mouth. Oh, like exactly.
Exactly. He has a lightsaber.
You Charles Stevenson say you right about all the other movies. Charles Stevenson, yep. Kwame Keach's man, maybe King should call his cousin Mighty Joe. Mighty Joe Young. Okay, I'm gonna stop. See, and Kwame, you are definitely telling your age because people out there don't even know about Mighty Joe Young. But okay, he got hopped up on some of that gamma radiation, and it made him grow about it was 400 feet, brother. I was an avid Godzilla fan. The 275 and all that stuff, all that switch started happening when they wanted to do a King Kong versus Godzilla movie. King Kong was tired. Oh, come on, man.
He was.
Come on. Charles Stevenson, you're usually on point, but I don't know what's going on with this whole. All right. It's obviously some Godzilla haters in Giammi family. And I still love y'all. We ain't gonna fall out about Godzilla, right? But they don't call him the king of monsters for nothing. The man shoots, or whatever he is, he shoots lasers out his mouth. And he is undefeated.
That's a lightsaber.
No, King Kong had the lightsaber.
They both had lightsabers.
No, Godzilla had what Godzilla had since the beginning of the Godzilla series. Breath. That's what he had. He was a radioactive dragon. That's it. Radioactive dragon. All right. So Charles Stevenson they call that caping. He's caping for King Kong. Of course, Kwame is a King Kong fan too. I can see it just in his writing. He gonna come up with some mathematical equation showing how King Kong, through leverage and some type of quantum bullshit, was able to win. No, it didn't happen. Not likely unless the rules of the game has changed. Charles Stevenson, you don't remember Mega Godzilla? Yeah, I remember Mega Godzilla. That was the robot that was in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Mega Godzilla was just a robot. They simply left out. Oh, now that might have been in a movie before. Rodan, that might be because they had a movie called King of Monsters or Kill All Monsters or something like that. I ain't really followed it because I was trying to watch Godzilla. It was long, and it kept stopping when I was trying to watch it. So I didn't watch Godzilla. So I go back and I will check and see if Rodan was in one of them. And Rodan wasn't nothing but a big old bird. So, you know, what about the turtle? Nobody bringing up the turtle.
What's it?
See, she don't even know about the turtle. Anybody remember the name of the flying turtle that he used to be able to fly through space and stuff? Gamma. What was that? What was the flying turtle's name? Somebody out there from old school. Charles Stevenson, you obviously know, because you know you don't like Godzilla, so you're looking for all the monsters that possibly can go on and beat up Godzilla. So Charles Stevenson, please let us know what was the name of the flying turtle. You look at it. He said he admitted I always roll with King Kong. Gamera. Anybody remember Gamera? Nobody remember the flying turtle, right? The only one everybody remember is Godzilla. That's it. King Kong had that foot on his chest, and he had to surrender. Godzilla looked at him and did the growl. That was the submission. King Kong had to bitch himself. That's what it was. That was that in the animal kingdom. That's what it was. Godzilla said, I'm number one. Then put this foot on your chest, and I'm about to unload this in your face. Either you bow in submission right now, or I'm going to cook you and have cooked monkey. And what King Kong do?
Everybody knows King Kong is the king.
It was Gamera. But anyway, that's enough of that. But yeah, so that's basically what I did. And then also, I got back into some of the Justice League movies and stuff like that. Take some time, because sometimes, in my creativity, I need outside things to give me ideas and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna give the Godzilla King Kong movie a thumb up and a thumb down because it was good for nostalgia, but I think they could have put that together just a little bit better.
The new one?
Yeah. It was, because check this out. So now, there was a scene where they do go to the Hollow Earth. They need a special machine to go to the Hollow Earth. They travel to the Hollow Earth. They got to go all the way to Antarctica to get to the Hollow Earth. King Kong used sign language. He could speak sign language, so he obviously has some type of intelligence. They drop him off in the middle of the snow, and then they follow him down a tunnel into the Middle Earth. He drops down, and they drop down. And it's a long trip. But when King Kong gets to the throne room and find a relic that is a piece of, it looked like one of Godzilla's ancestors, one of the scales off his back that they used as an axe, what happens is that Godzilla senses it and digs a hole with his breath to the center of the earth in like 35 seconds.
Let's call it breath.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. And I know it's just a movie, but I'm like, my daughter's into it. I want her to understand that life, there's processes. It makes, in some form or fashion, it makes some sense. It might not be fair, but there is some sense here. Godzilla digs a hole to the center of the earth in the middle of Hong Kong or Japan in 35 seconds.
Maybe because
Go ahead.
King Kong was down below where Godzilla was, and he just used his breath to go down there.
He didn't even take more than one breath. He just did it and dug a hole to the center of the earth in the middle of Japan. Let's see.
I think that was Hong Kong.
He said, I took it both to defeat the robot. It took both, yeah. Because that robot was cold. That robot. Hey, listen. Now the robot might have been the best part of the movie because that robot handed Godzilla.
Got beat up.
Woo. I was like, no, Godzilla, you can't go out like this. You know what I'm saying? You my childhood hero, man. You gotta go. You gotta take the batteries out of them or something. Somebody, hell. You know, my daughter was like, "What is you screaming about?" I'm like, "Man, Godzilla can't give." You know, like the second fight with King Kong. You know, I was like, "Oh hell no! Oh no! No, it don't happen like this. Not in the real world." Hold on.
She was like, yes,
Charles Stevenson says it took both to beat the robot because that robot was cold. King Kong forgot this beta capsule. Ain't like any Godzilla I ever knew of. He super sensed King Kong's vibration. Okay. Let's say perhaps he hung out with the Ultraman and now and on G&J.media we might have some Ultramans popping off. I'm just saying. Just saying. It might be in a private room, but it's gonna be in Spanish. I could probably go on and find the English version, but I don't feel like doing it. But we're gonna have some old shit popping off over at G&J.media. Once I get it running again. Kwame brought up Ultraman. You remember Ultraman, Charles Stevenson? I had an argument with a younger dude. He's like, man, Ultraman was in black and white. And matter of fact, it was Dentista. I said, man, Dentista, stop, man. Stop. It's like, I don't argue with the young folks about their stuff. Please don't argue with me about my shit. I grew up watching Ultraman, right? It made me wonder what these corporations and secret government installations are really doing. See, that's what I'm saying, right? Because now that's what's going to pop off next. You're going to hear a lot of people in the street talking about the hollow earth. How we originally came from the hollow earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. Y'all gotta be ready for it. King Kong drank the Kool-Aid because he fell prey to both Godzilla and the white woman.
What
Kool-Aid? No, but King Kong in this one, King Kong is in love with a little, she like a little Indian girl. She's deaf and she talks. So they took that from Gamera, because remember with Gamera, was it Gamera, where they had the two little Asian girls in the box that used to talk to him. Somebody that's good on the monster lore, because remember when all the monsters came together, it will always be these two little Asian girls in the box, and they had the ability to speak to one of the monsters, and I think it was Gamera. Anyway, Charles Stevenson said I wasn't a fan. I was a big fan of all that stuff. And we used to have to wait. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the good things about I ain't gonna say good, but that's one of the things we developed, because we had to wait for everything. You know what I'm saying? Cause we would be lucky if a Godzilla movie came to the city or a Kung Fu movie came to the city. So we would have to wait for the weekend showings on these channels where they got them, and we have to wait for years. And if you missed it, you would have to wait almost a year to possibly see it again. Anybody remember that? And what you had to learn timing. You know what I'm saying? You had to learn how to plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, for those that like the Saturday movies and you didn't know exactly what's coming on, you always made sure that you had everything done. So just in case, you know what I'm saying? Because, Mom, I need this. Ma, I need this time of peace. Because I don't know what Kung Fu movie, if it's a bad Kung Fu movie, I do what you need me to do. You know what I'm saying? But during the Kung Fu movie, especially, because I love the Kung Fu movies, the ones with the trainings. Y'all remember the movies with the trainings? Oh, man. I used to love the training scenes where they would take the little disciple and turn him into a beast by the end of it. That stuff was, man. Brother Kwame said, wish our brother Anubis could pop in and rap with you about some of this stuff. Yeah, man. Hey, because one of the things I don't post up a lot on Giami Journey because I follow a lot of comic books, and a lot of comic book channels. I'm really into, the Godzilla stuff. I like the Godzilla stuff, Ultraman, some anime. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the things that, like I said, with being somebody who like myths and legends and folk tales, when we don't keep up with the myths and legends of the time, we fall out of rhythm with them. So it makes it hard for us to communicate with our young people. So we kind of lose grasp because this is where they get a lot of their lessons. They get a lot of their life lessons from this stuff because I got a lot of my life lessons from Bruce Lee movies, from Godzilla movies, from a lot of these movies. I got a lot of life lessons from watching this stuff on TV. And when we kind of remove ourselves from that and forget, that's where a lot of us get a lot of the information that we get. You know what I'm saying? We lose connection with a whole generation of young people who have access to media like we never had before. This generation has access to media. Because like I said, my taste in movies and my taste in characters was a lot different than my grandfather's and my father's. But it wasn't so different that they couldn't associate because it wasn't moving fast either. Because like I said, we would have to wait for a long time to get access to some of this stuff. Our young people don't have to wait, right? They don't have to wait. They don't have to wait. They could watch the whole shit unfold in front of their eyes. They don't have to wait for the Star Wars saga. They go through and run right through it. Right? We had to wait. Brother Kwame say, don't forget Johnny Sacco, Thriller, The Ghoul, and all those crazy other weekend special features. Right. You know what I'm saying? People made careers off of that stuff. Anybody remember the big-breasted white girl? What was her name? You know, she used to do the movies too and became famous. Anyway, but they used to do those type of movies, and they made a whole career off of that content and making that content available to us, right? Which, in a sense, is like I said, not only creating content, but being able to curate content that will be interesting to some of our older folks as well as some of our younger folks. That's what we have to start doing. It wasn't Raquel Welch. No, she was one of those Saturday morning or Saturday night personalities, Elvira or something like that. That used to do that stuff. What was the symbolism in these movies? Now, for example, let's go to the symbolisms of some of the movies, right? Now, first off, what catches our young people's attention is not necessarily symbolism, because a lot of times, a lot of that is we think that some of that stuff, we go too deep with it, right? It's some of the lessons that are in the movies, right? With Godzilla, with me watching Godzilla, one of the things I learned about Godzilla was that God, regardless of how he got whooped, he always came back, right? Boom. Sometimes it's some stuff you just have to be able to stand up for. I also learned the hip toss from watching Godzilla movies. Hip toss has served me my whole damn life. Those that don't know what a hip toss is, you need to really, really learn. A hip toss is a necessity in a man's warrior coming up. It is a vital technique. I learned the hip toss. I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I seen Godzilla use that little tail and them hips and flip motherfucker up on their head real quick. But you would learn certain ideals. Like, for example, one that I noticed that my older sons got me into was with Dragon Ball Z, right? The favorite character in Dragon Ball Z is Goku. Goku gets stronger every time he loses. He's not afraid to lose. He's not afraid to go into battle. Why? Because he's desiring the experience and the opportunity to learn. Wow, that's a deep concept. Not afraid of failure. As a matter of fact, trying to find the next person that could beat him so that he could become better. Because every time he get beat, he become better. Yeah, we can look at some of the symbolism, but a lot of our kids is missing a lot of that shit. What they're picking up is on the underlying messages. Underlying message, and let's see if because the underlying message for the Godzilla King Kong movie didn't pop up yet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, now, first off, here go one. Don't judge a book by its cover. Because everybody but the little girl thought that King Kong was just a brute. Right? Didn't really acknowledges his intelligence until he started figuring out that he really wasn't in his home. You know what I'm saying? But the little girl was able to speak with him, and he understood, and they communicated through sign language. So a lot of times you would look at somebody and you would judge their intelligence by how they look. But in the King Kong movie, you understand that it ain't about how you look to determine how intelligent you are, right? Also, is a major lesson in there about trust and love. You see a lot of this shit come out in these movies, and these are the ideals that our young people pick up on. It's what attracts them. It ain't the symbolism that attracts them. You know what I'm saying? It's not the symbolism. It's the lesson and it's the adventure. You know what I'm saying? Hell, King Kong, that's an adventure. It's a whole nother world, right? Constant pursuit of the truth. That's another lesson that comes out of the King Kong Godzilla movie, believe it or not. And it was represented by a black character who just happened to hook up with a younger white girl because the younger white girl wanted the truth. And when she wanted the truth, who she had to go find? She had to go find a black man who was hiding because he had the truth. And because he had the truth, he had to constantly hide. And he was constantly pursuing the truth, right? And sometimes they show you the cost that you pay for constantly pursuing the truth. Let's see. Almost like Antiochus, who when thrown to the earth was renewed by the contact with the earth. Word. So, I mean, same type of story. I mean, and we see these constant themes rolling back through the myths. So all they do is change the clothes or change the characters on the myths. That's it. See, because check it out. What do they call, in these Godzilla movies now, what do they call them? Anybody know? They call them Titans. So now, what the writers or the up-to-date writers of the King Kong Godzilla franchise are doing now is they are comparing them with ancient myths, saying that these were the Titans that were talked about in Greek mythology. Bringing Greek mythology forward, right? These were the Titans. Come on now. He said that sounds like Pelican Brief, the movie. Common thing. You know what I'm saying? What happens to individuals when they constantly pursue truth? How do they end up? What happens? When you pursue truth, oftentimes adventure is pretty close behind you, my friend. Remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily symbolism that get our kids. It's the messaging, right? It's the messaging. It's the narrative. It's the story that holds them, right? This is why they had to redo Justice League, because the story didn't sync up. The story didn't make no goddamn sense. I went and saw Justice League and I was like, oh, this is some bullshit. Oh my God. How do you ruin how do you ruin Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman and the Flash? And Cyber? Oh my God, how do you mess that up? Hey, somebody paid for this to be messed up. How do you mess that up? Right? And then on top of that, while I'm speaking, if anybody, because we all 6 degrees removed from anybody, DC franchise, please stop worrying about the live action movies and throw your money into your animated content, because your animation is blowing everybody out the water. You know what I'm saying? Flashpoint, Flashpoint, Justice League War, Justice League Dark Side War. You know what I'm saying? All of the Batman movies that are animated. Oh, Young Justice. Oh my God. I don't even understand why they don't even see the money in the animation of that. Oh my God. Y'all blown with that, y'all blow DC. I mean, y'all blow MCU out the water. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to compete with MCU at what MCU is good at. No, y'all do you. And see, and that's another lesson for us. Learn to do what you good at. Stop trying to do what other people do that they good at. Keep the ball in your court. The first Justice League, Charles Stevenson, brother, was horrible. It's such a deep H at the beginning of that word that you got it wasn't just horrible, it was I need one of my voices. Hold on. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh man. First off, now let's get to it. The first Justice League movie, they had a character called Steppenwolf who looked like a moose in a fancy suit. And he was constantly talking about a parent. It was like he was complaining about a parent and wanting to go home, and they brought no context to what this dude was doing. Why did you come out the cube in the first after the first ass whooping, why would you come back out the cube? They didn't bring it into context. So we got these cubes and all of a sudden these cubes are a threat to the world, but they've been here for a very long. It makes no sense. Batman having dreams about the Flash, and we haven't even been introduced to the Flash character yet. Made no sense. And why is he in black and white? And what is he talking about? It made no sense. Right? Cyborg story. It made no sense. Right? That whole Justice League movie was supposed to possibly be broken up into 3 different other movies. They tried to do too much in one, just like with Batman versus Superman. They tried to do too much in one movie. And they getting paid for this, and nobody's sitting around telling them that you're doing too much. You're covering too much stories. When you pack stories up like that, you don't give people time to process the possibilities and the beauty of the story. You just confuse them. Just saying. You talking about are you talking about the Snyder Cut, the 4-hour-long movie? The Snyder Cut basically went through and filled in the holes of what the original Justice League movie did. It basically went in, because Snyder, in some form or fashion, I don't know the story, in some form or fashion, I think he started the project. But something happened, he had to be moved, and they brought somebody in, obviously somebody who liked Marvel, and they came in and just tore that shit up. It was, but anyway, that's enough. So I was just vegging out. So I also watched Justice League War last night. Great animated movie. You know what I'm saying? Great animated movie. And that was my day. But anyway, family, I want to thank y'all for joining us here. We're about to do this toast. We're going to do this toast. And what I'm going to do is, after we get done with the toast, I will open up the lines so that some of the family, if you want to join in on the conversation, you don't agree with what I'm saying about these movies, or you want to talk about some of the news, or you got some stuff that you would like to announce, you know what I'm saying, by all means, we're going to make it possible for you to do that. That's what we do here at The Journey, right? That's what we do here at The Journey. You know what I'm saying? We want to have those conversations and those talks and be able to, because oftentimes we can, how can I put it? I'm one of those that believe that sometimes you got to hit the consciousness from the side door. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of conscious content in these comic books. Right? Check this out. So, for example, Young Justice, season 2. Young Justice season 1 was so cold. I waited, I think it was about 5 years. I couldn't wait 5 years for Justice League Young Justice 2 to come out. But the whole concept of the first season was that aliens were taking over the planet. And they was using a group called the Illuminati, I think, to do it. Right? So you had, on one side, you had the bad guys. Right? There was like, I don't know if there was Illuminati, but then on the good guys did the same shit. Right? So you had these two secret organizations battling each other. Batman was the head of the one, Lex Luthor was the head of the other, and they got the whole concept was dope and very adult. And this what blew my mind about the whole Young Justice thing. The reason Young Justice never came back was because they thought they was gonna be able to sell to a bunch of kids the dolls and the clothes and stuff. But the show, if you look at how the show is designed, the show is adult content. I'm not talking about sex. I'm just talking about the in order to really get Young Justice, you have to be a comic book reader and an adult. You don't just get Young Justice. You know, the fight scenes is good and all that shit. But to really understand Young Justice, there's a certain maturity that has to be there. And those type of people don't go out and buy no goddamn dolls. Unless they're an avid collector, unless they're a real individual that's interested in that stuff. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for allowing me to go off and ramble. Shouts out to Charles Stevenson, a major supporter, of course, Brother Kwame, and whoever else out there. Throw your name up there. You got some comments, you got something you want to share, something you want to talk about, by all means, do it. Those of you that might be listening over on the Vita Nelson's channel, you're going to have to come over to Giami Journey or to one of the YouTube channels so that I can see you if you have comments. Because for some reason, off of the personal pages, they will not allow comments. Now, ain't that something? I mean, it's like they make it smaller all the time. All the time. I can't escape. But yo, I'm glad I can't escape because I love being here with y'all. Brother Bob Nunley of Channel 4 used to have a big collection of comic books. Yeah, comic books. I mean, in our age group, there's a whole lot of individuals in our age group that still, I held on to my comics till I was about 35. I mean, I learned, now this was the part, and this is what comic books did for me. Comic books comic books acted as a lure to mastery for me. Because if not for comic books, I wouldn't read. Comic books and learning about the characters and being able to have conversations about what I read and have even arguments about who I read and arguments about who was the best inspired me to want to be able to read, because there was no way I was going to win any of those arguments just off emotion. I had to come with facts, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I keep telling y'all, the first big word that I learned was from my favorite character, which was the Vision. The Vision was my favorite character, was immutable. They kept on talking about his ability to become immutable. Like, what the fuck? What is immutable? And I asked the adult, they like, you got to go to the dictionary with that. To the what? What's it? What it? It's a book with that tell you what words mean? What? Okay. I wasn't paying attention to. He said, when my sister moved into his family home, and when my sister moved into her family home in Marion, Ohio, left comic books in the basement, and I got to read most of them. Wow. That's what I'm saying, man. And, and inspire you, give you ideas about science, give you ideas about time travel. A lot of this fiction stuff really touches on some things that truly expand your mind and prepares you for the arena of life that many of us are in. Because really, to be a black man here in America and to deal with it, you got to learn how to think out the box. For real. And comic books and this fiction stuff, it allows you to be outside the box. It gives you a second, a piece, but it hits you with ideas. Okay, I might not have, like I said, I'm joking about the whole Middle Earth thing. You know what I'm saying? The hollow Earth theory and shit. But it is something to think about. You understand what I'm saying? It's something to think about, and it's something that might be a lure to one of our young people to really start doing research. Because when you really start doing research on that shit, you see there's a lot of documentation on this whole hollow earth theory. But anyway, let's get to these libations. I'm going to pull up some of this old red. All right, family, y'all know we already drunk the water. Now it's time for us to lift up our glass to our ancestors. And that's what we going to do. Kwame, I ain't asked you to define immutable. Give people, let them go on and find out, man. Let them research it for themselves. He did it, but yeah, I know he came back, got those comic books. So Kwame was talking about somebody had left some comic books. They're coming back for the comic books. You understand what I'm saying? My comic books made it through about 15 moves before, when I start getting some of my younger, some of my sons. I was like, yo, I want y'all to, start reading. And one of the major things that they would read, but they were very disrespectful with the comic books. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, all right, here, go and read. All right, hold on. This is one of those what ifs, right? Now, those people that read comic books, y'all know what one of those what ifs is, right? What if Korvac? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what if Korvac killed all the Avengers or some shit like that? That was my favorite one. Wow. I still remember that. But anyway. All right, first off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call the creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that creator, and we say, at least we say the word of power here, and the word of power is Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where we go? Y'all know where we going. It's a very simple journey from here to where we're going. We are going to lift up our ancestors, our personal ancestors, and now is the time. Those of you that are new, if you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means, feel free to do so. You can hit us up in our inbox, or you can post them up on the timeline right now. But right now, what I'm going to start doing is reciting the list of ancestors that we have been collecting from a Giami tribe and our extended family. I want to thank everybody for trusting us with the ancestral names. And we're going to do it. And I'm going to say them as far as I can by memory. Here we go. Got to loosen up. Get that breath. Hold on. Let me get that wave going. Got to get that wave going. All right, Charles Stevenson, I'm about to send the wave to you, man. I'm about to send the wave to you, and then you send it to Kwame. Here we go. Oh, you don't want it? Hold on, it's coming anyway. It's coming. I got it. Go on, pass it. Pass it on. All right, so here we go. We lifting it up. We saluting our ancestors. Here we go. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Aaron, Robert Texas, and Davis, Herman Brown, Seton, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Nick, Gaston, Anthony, Knocker, Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvar Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, the second, Barbara 2X, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Falar, Monte Q, Pittman, L, No More X, Pet My Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamaya, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Burford, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William, Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright, Tig L. Pulling the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley, Sheen, Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Eliza Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Dane Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lewis Henderson, Captain Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Weller, Be the Farmer, I'll go so Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Trill Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Purgy, Thorne, Out of Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Reese, Linda Watson, Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stober, Heater Pearson, Sturgeon Thorne, Richard Thorne, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Avia Peacock, Willie Thorne, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thorne, Frankie Quells, Urania Thorne, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Warman, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, Second Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dean Mon Aries, Gina Rube Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Ines Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scanabay, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Sprouting, Kevin Sprouting, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eda Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles D. Mosey, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Colonel Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gassett, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Tracy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Toure, Greg G. 2 Gibson, Donnie Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Kristen Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimmel Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., damn, I went to the zone. Leroy, wow. Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Ertin Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Aldrin, Aldrin, West Staten, Joe Jamel, Alls, Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Anthony Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lloyd Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alford, Mazarin Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We made it. We did the whole front side, and we made it down here. We made it down here somewhere. A little bit below half. So, all right, we doing good. So we got the Black Book, Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Edward Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Condom, Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKell, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Selma Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sonny Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Love, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henry Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walter, Lalaji Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Giles, Pete Walter, William Walter, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Warren, Hakeem Akomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, Chillard Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Leslie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Damon, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker. We got Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III. We got Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Ava Julia Lawrence, Roselle Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Roselle Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Took the Don. Got Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Why Not Florine Stiff Gibbs, Carl William, Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nicey, Andrew Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carlos Ory, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Cranny Beulah, Papa Al Reese, Nana Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, LaShonda Jamar. We got Leroy Raleigh. We got Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves. We got Pam Johnson, Baron Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses out of Spade, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Dan Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr. We got King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Willard, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Miss Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, and Tracy Emery. Family, family, family! We have done it again, and we lift up our glass. We lift up our glass, and we salute our ancestors, and we say the word of power, and we say Ashe. Damn, that was late. What you over there doing? Come on, anime. Put the cake down. God almighty. All right. So we move on. From our ancestor family, we move to the present moment. Y'all already know we are on the great day of Nia. I want to give all of the Nia babies a round of applause. Those Nia babies, family, we are in Nia. I am glad that we are on Nia. They call it Good Nia Day. You know, I ain't gonna say the other word, but you know, hey, it's a nice, relaxed day. I hope y'all getting something in. I hope y'all getting the rest if you need it. I hope you writing that book if you need to. I hope you doing what you need to do, because we got to preserve our children's time and space, and we got to use these moments in constructive ways. We got to grow and start developing, as our ancestors called them, systematic processes. The best life is built upon systematic process. Have you developed a systematic process for your life? Come on now, family. All right, but those that want to know what we're talking about here at Giami Journey, feel free to check us out at our free e-course. Go to free e-course. Go to freeecourse.g&j. Hold on. freegnjecourse.com. That's free gnjecourse.com. Be sure to contact me when you get on this so I can know. I mean, if it's of service, is it something I need to change? Is, you know, come on now. It's been out for a while, so go and check it out. But anyway, and also once you join that, you get on our email list so that I will be able to let you know whenever we go live, and also you will get other free stuff, because right now, what's coming up next is I am going to figure out how to pull down. Well, it'll just be coming in the email. So those of you that are supporters on gnj.media, those that have supporters in any form of fashion, it's going to be plenty of free content coming out. I just got to figure out how to do it. And I'm working on it, right? I'm up here doing that baby of the Cash Money family's hand rub. I'm just trying to figure out how to get some of this good content to you for free. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. Brother, going to work it out. Brother, gonna work it out. That's what I'm gonna do. But we are in the moment right now, family. We are in Nia. For those who are new every day, I ask my family member, I ask my tribe members, seek out the principle of the day. This principle of the day is Nia. Take a picture of Nia, record Nia, and put it up on Giami Journey. Put it up on the timeline, because we got to start talking about our principles, and we got to start advertising them. We got to start promoting our principles, right? It's the bottom line. You have to promote the principles, right? But hey, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, so the principle for the day is Nia. For those that don't speak the language, Nia means purpose. The Demonic principle of the day is balance. The color is yellow, as you can see by my shirt. You get your own yellow Daily Toaster shirt. I'll put up the link for that if those that are interested. And also, you get your own day-born shirt. That's the day you was born on. I, personally, am a Kuji Chaglia born. But as you can hear in Kwame's name, Kwame is a Kwame. He's a Kumba baby, and that's tomorrow. He did end up retrieving those comic books, though. Let's see. So let's keep it moving. The Hermetic Laws Rhythm. Male name is Kofi. Female name is Afua. What's up, Afua? How you doing, baby? I ain't seen you in a while. I know, you know. I hope you don't see this when I'm dead and start feeling bad because you ain't been in contact. Just saying. See how parents use guilt. Gotta win those battles any way you can. But anyway, we raise up our glass. We salute this moment, because in this moment is where our power lies, family. And we can't allow power to be siphoned from. We can't allow power to be snatched from us. We can't allow power to sit idly by, right, and be drained by others and sucked up by others. We got to focus our power and our energy in this moment and in this space, and strive to expand this space so that we have something of quality to pass on to our children. So we lift up our glass, and with that, we say Ashe. From the moment, move to the future generations, we lift up our glass, we toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Man, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on, and we're going to salute all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, we're going to make a quick turn and go down the street, and we're going to drop off some energy to some of our family members that might be in need of it. You know what I'm saying? Their bodies might be weak or they might be sick or something. We want to make sure that we are sending that energy out. You don't just want this energy to just be piling up around us. You know what I'm saying? When we got a little bit, when we got something we can spare to those that might need it. So this toast goes out to those who might need this energy. And we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple journey. From here, go move to that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? I know you've been taught that you shouldn't be worried about you, but hey, we got to worry about ourselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, how are we going to take care of our ancestors? We don't take care of each other. How are we going to, you know what I'm saying? So the question I ask is, what is it that you need in this moment right here, right now, to move towards your greatness? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our tribe. We lifting up our tribe. What's your tribe, family? Grab your tribe, find your tribe, build your tribe. Right? My tribe is Giame. I'm lifting it up, and we say Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, most marvelous, most excellent, wisest, most beautiful, and bravest individual in the room. I'm lifting my glass up to you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And with that, give us a second to get set up, and we're going to have our conversation. I'll be right back.
Myself. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And I am good. And that feels real good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. Until your good is your better. Until your good is your better. And your better is your best. And your better is your best. Black people. Black people. You were once great. You were once great. You shall be great again. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Lose not courage. Go forward. Go forward. Uplift the race. Uplift the race. Harambe. 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 Harambe.
Family, no testing we. Much progression be. Follow we. Where we sniping these. Hypersimiles. Jokers violate. Hang from the timber tree. I'm catching lights like a spectrum. Props I collect in my kit. As if I were a rectum. Brothers, women, and children, make sure you protect them. Let loose the abuse, you never know how it would affect them. Man, I don't this be my blinky. My hand's not kinky, it's kingy. So when you see me, best bow. Innovative style, direct from Jersey, but of the will be foul. So all my brethren say power, and honey say I. What's all about 7 miles, no smile, so don't infiltrate. The black might state at any rate. I'm more than great, let's just say I'm godly. 3 dimensions, mind, soul, and body. I speaks it all modestly, so y'all diesel follow me, come follow me. It's the blink, distinct, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, distinct, the funk, baby, what? The blink, distinct, the funk, baby, come bring it. The blink, distinct, the funk, baby, what? Keep the phantom style, black man's profile. Deep in your soul, creamy thoughts takes control. my name. So captivated slash elated as I sat
abandoned mansions. Every time we go to Branson, we drive by the ghost town known as Indian Ridge. Have you ever seen a subdivision full of abandoned mansions? Every time we go to Branson, we drive by the ghost town known as Indian Ridge Resort. And 13 years later, the empty houses just sit here.
So you want to make the best burger ever?
that this whole goddamn time, my mic has been off. God damn it. I'm gone. This whole time, my mic has been off. I got people watching. Nobody says shit. Oh, God. So I just wasted, oh, my God. And we had a good show, too. I had a good time. Shit, but this is wasted. This is wasted. Oh, shit. All right, family. This brother Tim. Nobody said a goddamn word. Let me see. Maybe. No. Nobody said. So, I ain't running back through that news. Y'all missed some good shit. Y'all missed. It was some life-changing information that I gave. Oh, my God. Great financial advice. Oh, man. Some real nation building. Y'all missed it and nobody said a damn word. Maybe somebody on Spreaker said something. Nobody on Spreaker said shit. Oh. I know what happened. I'm blaming this. I know. I'm done. Peace.